Vikings acquire running back Cam Akers from the Rams. Cam Akers has been formally released by the Los Angeles Rams. Akers was traded by the Rams to the Minnesota Vikings just days after head coach Sean McVay stated that the team was headed towards doing so. The two teams will trade future 2026 draft selections as payment. The Rams initially selected Akers out of Florida State in the second round of the 2020 draft. He had 29 running yards and a score in the Rams' first-round victory over the Seattle Seahawks, but he was then a healthy scratch in the team's defeat to the San Francisco 49ers in Week 2. That was a coach's decision, according to McVay, but Akers remarked that morning on social media that he was just as confused as everybody else. In response to the social media post, McVay said, "I feel very good about the clarity that was provided to him on Friday and Saturday, both through he and David Muleketa, according to ESPN. And while that's regrettable, I believe our conversation was pretty clear." In his third season with the team, Akers amassed a career-high 786 running yards and 7 touchdowns. He also had at least 100 rushing yards in each of his previous 3 games. But that season, he spent over a month away from the team, and last fall, he anticipated being dealt before the deadline, even though that didn't happen. The decision to trade Akers, according to McVay this season, was different from the previous one, according to him, who stated that he expected to see more urgency from Akers and thought he might benefit a fresh new start with another team, according to ESPN. Akers is currently receiving that. Akers, who spent 2 seasons as the Rams' offensive coordinator, will join a Minnesota club that has had trouble right away. He will also rejoin with Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. The Vikings' opening 2 matches of the year ended in losses. They only had a total of 28 running yards against the Philadelphia Eagles last week, and all of them belonged to Alexander Mattison. In their season-opening defeat, he also accounted for 34 of the team's 41 rushing yards, even though backup Ty Chandler hasn't gained a single yard on the ground yet. One of just 2 teams in the league with fewer than 100 rushing yards as a team, the Vikings have an NFL-worst 69 rushing yards through 2 weeks. On Sunday, the Vikings will host the Los Angeles Chargers. When Akers will join the squad is not yet known, but it's obvious that he can support the offense in Minneapolis.